Greetings guys, girls and non-binary pals, and welcome back to another video. I hope that you are well and I hope that you are fighting, because there's a lot to be fighting for. Now today we are back again, as you can probably tell by my voice, with another morning video. Coffee, drink, cringe, scream, whatever. I don't know what the feeling is when you watch like conservatives on TikTok. I don't know what that feeling is. It's not really cringing, but it is like embarrassing, you know? Like I'm embarrassed for them. So today we're gonna be doing that. Let's see how this goes in the morning, shall we? So I was wanting to do another video on the Republican Hype House or the Conservative Hype House or whatever, but like they're gone. They don't exist anymore, and I was devastated because that was a video idea that I had. Checking back in on them, gone. But in my search for them or people from there, I found this girl called Alyssa, and she makes TikToks. So today we are going to be watching Alyssa's TikTok. Surely you can see the difference. Surely you can see the difference. There is no way. You are so ignorant to the point where you cannot tell the difference by someone like unarmed, just living their life, being shot by the police, and someone voluntarily going into a war zone. Those are not the same thing at all. And also, Remembrance Day exists. She really thinks she just did something. You can have problems. They don't have to be as big or as bad as other problems to still exist. You can be depressed even if someone else is also depressed. Just like you can be happy if someone else is also happy. You know? Like, I'm perfectly happy with the flat that I live in. It's quite small, but I'm perfectly happy here and I like living here. You can't tell me that, like, no, you don't. You hate living there because it's not as big as fucking, like, Jeff Bezos's mansion. I don't know how big his house is. I'm assuming it's really fucking big. He has a lot of money. That was an assumption I made. I can be happy in my small 2-bedroom flat. They don't cancel each other out. What's happening there is absolutely awful. You are 100% right, and we need to be doing something about that, not making TikToks belittling it on the internet. But that doesn't mean that other people's problems aren't valid too. It's all valid. It's all valid. Everything affects everyone differently, and our problems are valid regardless of what they are. If they upset you, they upset you. And they are problems. No one is arguing that life doesn't start at conception. Yes, life starts at conception. Yes, a fetus is alive. Yes, they are alive when they are aborted. But you know what else is alive? Grass. Are you gonna go out and like fucking host a picket fence being like, don't cut the grass because it's alive? No, you're not gonna do that because you know it doesn't have like a central nervous system. It doesn't feel pain. It doesn't have a concept of reality. It doesn't understand that it itself exists. It doesn't have any of those things. It's alive because it's a plant. Something that bothers me so much about this argument is like, it's alive. It's a life. You can't end a life. And I'm like, it's as alive as a plant. And we don't care if we cut the grass. That's needed. That's a thing that we do. It doesn't feel pain. It doesn't have any concept of reality, like I said. But they're out here arguing that it deserves a life as much as anyone else. But then they'll go like eat steak. And that's so strange to me because a cow is so much more alive than a fetus in terms of what you would call life and having a concept of reality and experiencing life. Animals are that. They are that. Fetuses are not. So why are we advocating and being like, you can't kill this life? That life is grass, but I'm gonna Listen, I don't know, maybe it just doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't make sense to me. I don't understand how you can be pro-life and not vegan, is what I'm saying. It doesn't add up. Like, at least don't be as much of a hypocrite, you know what I mean? Like, if you're gonna be pro-life, at least be vegan. Otherwise, you just look extra hypocritical. Shouldn't be a pro-life vegan either. That's also fucking stupid. Still ridiculous, but you look slightly less hypocritical. There's a lot of fucking weird vegans who have the weirdest fucking methods about their veganism. I'm thinking of doing a video about that. If you want to see like a video about vegan activism, please let me know and I will work on that, because my god, they give me a headache. And she really thinks she does something with these. You don't pay attention to anything anyone's saying. The whole thing and everything we say is that, yes, all lives matter, but all lives can't matter until Black lives matter, until Asian lives matter, until Hispanic lives matter, until queer lives matter. They don't matter equally in the eyes of society, and that is the problem. It is self-explanatory. We all know and are aware that white lives matter. We are treated like that every day. We know we're not being killed on the street for being white. Like, that's the fucking point. Oh my god. We're saying that Black Lives Matter too. When you say all and you're including everyone, you're maintaining the hierarchy that already exists. So you have to take that out. You have to focus on specific. You have to say Black Lives Matter because we need to focus on them. As soon as you say all lives, white people become the center of attention. That's not what we want. So, yes, all lives do matter, obviously, but that completely takes away from the point. And if you're denying Black Lives Matter and saying all lives matter, you're saying white lives matter. We say Black Lives Matter and you go all lives matter. You're just saying white lives matter. That's why we have a problem with it, because you're fighting against Black Lives Matter. She's so annoying. You have not done anything. You have not done anything. You have not made a single point that you think you have. Like, at all. Not a single time have you made a point. Oh my god. Yeah, right? It's so... I don't understand how they can be so just, like, ignorant and have no understanding of how anything works and lack so much empathy. They just think that they're smart and hot shit and understand everything. You don't get it. You don't understand. Surely you can tell the difference is that Twitter can ban people for like hate speech and for actively hurting people and encouraging harming people. Just like how private businesses can ban people for not wearing masks and doing all these things, because not wearing masks, not being vaccinated, etc. is harming people. The overall common denominator here is that you shouldn't harm people. Don't harm people and you won't get banned. That's the common denominator. Like, yeah, okay, private businesses can open up and you don't have to wear a mask. You don't have to be vaccinated. I mean, yeah, I guess they can. They shouldn't be able to, because it hurts people. And you can have government control over that, and you should have government control over that, because we don't want to be, like, killing people and continuing to spread a virus that's killed millions of people. If people are being harmed, I feel like you can have, like, an override, you know? She's so annoying. I hate at the end. Yeah. You hear yourself, right? Freaking, my god. Guns kill people. Guns, you have a gun, you can kill a lot of people. You get an abortion, you abort a cell that is as alive as a plant. because you don't feel emotionally or financially ready to raise a child, or you can't physically put your body through that. And that is not a selfish decision, because sometimes you don't really want to like bring a child into the world and then traumatize them. If you can't look after them, you don't really feel like doing that. You don't feel like traumatizing yourself, traumatizing another person. Whereas if you have a gun, you can kill some very alive people, and a lot of them. That affects a lot of other people. An abortion affects like yourself, and that's it. Like, surely you can tell the difference. Like, how can you be like, aborting one fetus is just as bad as having a weapon that could mass murder like hundreds of people if you wanted to? Yeah, they're the same. The lack of general understanding Republicans have. Oh my god. Listen. No one is saying that there is not a problem with crime in general. And everyone's always like, there's more black on black crime that happens, so that's the real problem. Black people are the problem. Yeah, that's the reason they get killed by white people, because you fear-mongering saying that they're bad people and they hurt people all the time. That's literally what the problem is. And the reason that that is so bad is because of the racism, because they're put into lower socioeconomic areas, because they're denied good jobs, they're denied good education, they aren't able to get that, they have to fight for their money, they aren't able to live securely, they're pushed into poverty. There's more crime in poverty. Race has nothing to do with crime. Poverty has a lot to do with crime, and there are a lot of black people and people of color living in poverty because they're unable to break out of the system because of the systemic racism, and that leads to them being killed by white people. It's a whole big thing. Republicans only ever look at the very surface level. They're like, why are you focusing on this one thing when that doesn't happen that much? This other thing happens even more. They're all linked together. But the thing is that police are the ones in positions of power, in positions of authority, and they take advantage of that. They're meant to be the ones like helping, right? That's like what we're told, but that's not what they do. They're just like killing people, imprisoning people, instead of like educating people and offering them a way out and helping them and getting them better education, offering them jobs. We need to fix the social system. That's the whole thing. Black Lives Matter isn't just about like anti-cop. That's a part of it, but that's not the whole thing. The whole thing is about getting equality and having the same opportunities and a better social system in place to end systemic racism. It feels like you deliberately ignore shit. Republicans just like don't understand anything. They look at they don't know how to like read situations or anything. They just see like the surface of a thing and it's like, yeah, they just read the back of the book. They don't actually read the inside of the book to anything. They just like look at the cover, they read the back, and then think they understand. Anyway, that was all the TikToks. We had a bit more talking today. I did not plan to talk so much and say like important things. I haven't had coffee. I haven't even finished my coffee yet, so I really hope that all made cohesive sense. I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you want to see more like this. A massive thank you to my Kiwi Fruit and Kiwi Bird channel members whose names are up on the screen right now. I love and appreciate you so much. Thank you so much for joining. If you would like to become a channel member, you click the top link in the description or the little blue join button. You have videos a day early, as well as tips sent off my shop when I have things on my shop. And as a Kiwi Bird member, you sometimes get little extra videos and like behind the scenes clips to my second channel videos. Which, speaking of my second channel, go subscribe to my second channel. We just do lots of chill stuff, so go subscribe there. Yeah, follow me on Instagram, ThatQueerKiwi, and Twitter, ThatQueerKiwi. I hope that you enjoy the rest of your day. Stay safe. Keep fighting. I love you. Mwah. When you close your eyes, you replace the darkness.